What's going on? What's going on, guys? Hoping to catch some people, maybe going to lunch here in a couple minutes, hopefully. Let's see if I flip the camera around. That way I can see what's happening here. Well, I'll flip it back, I guess, this way. There we go. It's a better picture. Yep, just gonna wait for a few people to get on. Hopefully people are going to lunch. I'm gonna be feeding the fish here shortly. A lot of people ask for fish update videos, things like that. So that's what we're gonna be doing, is feeding some fish, wait for some people to come on. Give it a few minutes. If not, then I will probably do this after work, after everyone gets off of work, more than likely. We'll probably have a lot more people tune in for that. But yeah, we'll see. Give it a few more minutes. It's almost 11, not quite 11 yet. Just wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna screw around with some of these settings since it's only my second day going live, my third live, but my second day. Show live video, gotcha mic. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so yeah, let me cancel. Create highlight, touch, hide live video, lighting, cool. Mute. Give it a few more minutes. It's almost 11. I think most people take lunch between 11 to 11:30, so I think, well, actually between 11 and 12, but we'll see how many people are actually on their phones at work during lunchtime. The fish are already swimming here. They're ready to eat. They are ready to eat. I don't know if you guys can even see them on here on the camera right now. You guys will see them once we get the fish food going. You guys will see them. All right, we got somebody on now. Like I said, hopefully around 11 people are getting off of lunch. Hopefully I can catch some people between lunchtime, getting on their phones. We're gonna start feeding the fish here shortly. Give it another 5 minutes and we'll go ahead and start feeding some fish. Got some fish food here. Fish are waiting. I can see them swimming. Appreciate the like. Thank you, thank you. Got about a pound, 2 pounds of fish food here that we're gonna give them. Just give it a few more minutes. People are barely probably getting off of lunch or getting into lunch right now. I know the last time we did a live, it was in the evening, and I believe it was a Friday. We had a lot of people tune in for that one. So I'm just kind of testing the water, seeing what's going to be the most popular time to do these lives. I did the first day. That was my first day ever doing a live, and I actually really enjoyed it. So I'm going to continue to do these a little bit more often. They're fun. Get to interact with people. And yeah, it's just very different from making a YouTube video. So we're going to be giving them some fish food here shortly. They're going to go wild. We're just waiting for a few more people to come on. Probably going to catch everyone here in lunch here soon, hopefully. May have to do this again in the evening if we don't get a whole lot of people to tune in right now, but we're going to give them some fish food. You're going to see the fish go crazy. There we go. More and more people are coming on. But yeah, we'll give them a few more minutes, a few more people to get off for lunch or get out to lunch, and then we will go ahead and start feeding the fish, and you guys will see them go absolutely crazy. So give it another 3 to 4 minutes. Let people walk to the break rooms and things like that, and we'll start feeding the fish. You guys will see them. We have one in here we call Big Bertha. So Big Bertha is a big cat. She does not like pelleted food like this. She prefers live bait or fish. So she's likely not going to come over here. She lives in some of these little things that I have in the water, like trash cans and things like that. That's where she lives. But we should still get a good show with some of these other ones that are still pretty big, you know, maybe around the 8-pound to 10-pound range, somewhere in that range. Those will still come out and feed. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here soon. 2 more minutes and we'll go ahead and get started feeding the fish here. And they should go crazy. They haven't eaten, and there we go. More people are coming on. So 2 more minutes, we'll go ahead and get started. And we'll go ahead and start feeding the fish. We got a lot of fish food here, and you'll see them go crazy. And if you just got on, I was talking about Big Bertha. So we have Big Bertha in the pond, but she does not like pelleted food, so you probably will not see her. She likes real fish or bait fish. She's not into huge pelleted foods, but hopefully we'll still get a show here. Another minute or two, and we'll go ahead and start feeding them. By the way, my name is Robert. Appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel. We'll probably start doing this maybe with some other fish. Might bring some like shad, maybe dangle them in the water. You can see these guys come up and pick it up. Also, when I go fishing, I usually drop off a lot of my old dead bait so it doesn't go to waste. I throw it in here so that way I'm not throwing away bait. I'm actually feeding it to my fish. So. All right, let's go ahead and get started. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. We'll go ahead and get started here soon. All right, 11:05. Gave some people some time to get off of lunch or get to lunch and start this feeding show here. So they should be already here. They kind of hear my footsteps and they kind of start swimming up to the water. The water is cold, so it was 27 degrees this morning. So they are a little bit more lethargic or slower when the water's this cold. So that's going to be something you'll notice is if we do this again in like the spring, you're going to see that they are just way more active than they are right now. But in the wintertime, when it's like this, the water's a lot colder, they aren't as active. So some of these bigger ones have been in there for a few years. And these are all blue cats. Most of them are all blue cats. There's a couple channel cats in here too. And there are bass, but the bass kind of stick away from the catfish. They don't really come too close to the cats. I guess maybe the cats are a little too aggressive for them, not really sure, but the bass kind of hang around the edges and stick away from the catfish. But yeah, you can see them there. In the spring, they're like freaking vacuum cleaners. They're just taking all this pelleted food. Crazy. There's a little channel cat right there that just came up right in his little whiskers. You can kind of see me the channel. But yeah, the water's super cold, so they're a little bit slower. There's a perch. So we actually have a big goldfish in here too, by the way. We have a big goldfish that we put in here maybe 2 years ago, and he got super huge, super quick. We did not expect that. We didn't expect him to even live. He was like literally like a little inch long goldfish, and now he's freaking huge. He's probably, I don't know, like 2-3 pounds now. He's a big old goldfish. We also have some redfish in here too. We have 2 redfish. We put 5 in here in the beginning, but for some reason the catfish actually ended up attacking the redfish. I guess because they are normally found in salt water, but these were raised for fresh water. And as soon as we put them in there, 3 of them within, I would say, a month or 2 ended up dying because the redfish were getting attacked by the catfish. So I'm going to see what you guys are saying here. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Hope everyone's enjoying this. Again, it's cooler water, so they aren't as active versus whenever it's spring. These guys are a lot crazier. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep feeding these guys. So I kind of more recently, I kind of noticed that there's some younger offspring of the blues. So those are probably, you know, about a year old. So they did breed in here, the blue cats, which I'm surprised. I didn't expect them to breed. But you can kind of see that little guy over there. That's a new one. We didn't put any blue cats that size in here. Cool guys, 1818. What's going on? Rhonda Brown. What's going on? And then the bottom one, I can't see it. Let me pull my phone up and I can see a little bit better. Emma Lemma. How's it going? All right. Yeah, we'll do this again in the spring, or even bring some live baits too, so that way you guys can see how they just slurp up the live baits too. There's a little small baby blue in the back over there. He's about 13 inches long. Small little guy. But yeah, back to what I was saying, we do have some redfish in here. We only have 2. 2 only made it out of the 5 that we did put in here. But I was happy that even anything made it, to be honest with you. It was kind of hoping and praying that they would. And they're actually kind of expensive if you try to stock these. You know, if you were to put, you know, a pond just of redfish, they're like $20 a fish, depending on how big you get them. So it's really expensive to lose fish at that price point. So that's why we only got 5, just to kind of give it a little trial run, see what happens before we go all in on this. But now that we know that the catfish will attack them, we're just going to leave the 2 that are in there. But yeah, alrighty guys, we're going to be ending the live stream here shortly. Let you guys enjoy that good little 10-minute or so live stream for lunchtime. They're having lunch, you guys are having lunch, so works out. But, oh yeah, there's another one right there. That's another young one. So where's he at? Right there. That's a young blue. And that one that just swam away over there is a young blue. So those were not put in here. They were right there. That little guy right there. He's actually really little. I don't know if you guys can even tell. But those were not put in here. Those actually ended up breeding. The blue cats ended up breeding and ended up having these little ones because we didn't put anything that small in here. So there's another little one right over there. Again, we didn't put those in there. But yeah, all right guys, appreciate you guys tuning in for the live. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off now, and I'll do a proper sign off since that's what I'm used to is my YouTube stuff. But yeah, without further ado guys, appreciate it. Until next time, be careful, be good, take care, God bless. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.